I think I'm live. Am I live? Hello, hello, hello. I think I am live. Let me just check. Bear with, as they say. Let me just open another page and find out, am I here? Am I with you? Are you with me? Let's just have a little look. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm there. Okay, good. I'm there. All right. So let's... Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself going like that. Anybody? Okay, that's me talking. All right, so I think I'm still alone, actually. I think I am still just talking to myself at this point. So I'm just going to do that for a couple of minutes until I start to feel like some people are joining me. So if you are joining me, please let me know. Please say hello. And tonight we're going to be tapping on weight and weight loss and body image. And the reason we're going to be doing that is because I've gained quite a bit of weight in lockdown. And it's kind of like, I'm quite embarrassed about that because I'm supposed to be someone who writes about weight and weight loss. And then somehow I gained all this weight in lockdown. And I hadn't even noticed until just recently. It was kind of like months have gone by, and I was obviously putting on a little bit, and I just hadn't noticed because I don't weigh myself or anything like that. And you know, while you're in lockdown, you don't wear the clothes you might normally wear. Hello, Adrian. Thanks for saying hello. And so you know, I was living in tracksuit pants or yoga pants and a jumper, and I would literally wear days just wearing tracksuit pants and yoga pants and a jumper. And you know how forgiving those kind of clothing, they stretch. So it wasn't until maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago that I pulled out a pair of jeans or a pair of trousers that I hadn't worn in a long time, and I couldn't get them on. And I'm like, what has happened? When did that happen? Oh my God, I've gained weight and I didn't even know, and I'm supposed to be a bloomin' specialist in weight loss. God. So for that reason, and because I've met a few other people kind of talking about the same thing recently, we're going to be doing some tapping on weight, body image, fat loss, weight loss, all that kind of stuff. Having said that, there is 100 million different angles that you can come to, that you can tap on about weight, because there's so many aspects to it. You can tap on it from cravings, from emotional eating, from things like thyroid issues. There's so many different ways to come at it. So I'm going to go through some things that I think might be helpful. But if you're there and if you're wanting to do anything in particular, if there's anything in particular that you're wanting to look at, then just write me a comment, let me know, and we'll do that. However, I think the first one we're going to start with is, how did I let myself get like this? Oh my God, how did I let myself get like this? How did I put on so much weight during lockdown? Oh my goodness me. So if you're ready, and I'm assuming you guys know a little bit about tapping, and but if anyone doesn't, then just again drop me a line and we can talk about it for a minute. Or you can go to my website and there's some explanations of EFT tapping and how it works and why it works and that kind of thing. But let's just begin. Let's do some tapping together. And so this script is called, How Did I Let Myself Get Like This? How did I let myself gain all this weight? First thing, generally what we do is we pick a number from 0 to 10 about how intense this is. It's not so important, I don't think, at times like this when we're kind of group tapping in this way. But if you think that you want to just have a little thing, and how intense is that? When you think, how did I let myself get like this? If weight is your thing, whether it's too much weight or not enough weight, whatever it is, just say, how strong is that for you? Is that a 5, 8, 9, 10, whatever? All right. And now, once you've got your number, we're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point on either side of either hand. No, the karate chop point of either hand. You ready? Should we do this? Doing this more for me than anybody. Okay, here we go. Even though I'm upset at myself for letting myself gain all this weight in lockdown, I choose to relax and forgive myself now. Even though I'm upset at myself for letting myself gain this weight, and I'm frustrated that I can't shift this weight. It seems determined to stay on my body. But I forgive myself, and I've got every right to feel like this. Remember taking lots of breaths. Okay, keep tapping. Even though I sometimes look at my body and I wonder, how on earth did I let myself get like this? And how on earth did I let myself gain so much weight in lockdown? But I forgive myself, and I choose to focus on the wonderful things about my body and give myself a break from this beating myself up for a while. Okay, so let's pause here, and we're going to start tapping around the face and body, starting with the eyebrow point. How on earth did I let myself get this fat? Side of the eye. How did I let myself gain all this weight in lockdown? Under the eye. How could I let this happen? Under the nose. How did I let myself gain all this weight? Chin. Why didn't I do something to stop all this weight finding its way onto my body? Collarbone. What did I do to get this fat? Or what didn't I do that got me this fat? Under the arm. It must be my fault. Top of the head. Who else's fault is it going to be if it's not mine? Eyebrow point. My fat body. Side of the eye. It's my fault. Under the eye. Why did I eat all the junk that got me here? Under the nose. Why didn't I work out more? Why didn't I go for those walks you're supposed to do once a day in lockdown? Chin. What's wrong with me? Collarbone. Why can't I be like other, thinner people? Under the arm. I'm so angry at myself for letting myself gain all this weight. Top of the head. I wish I knew what to do about it. Eyebrow. I wish I knew the magic secret to melting excess body fat away. Side of the eye. Because it's like I'm fighting my body all the time. Under the eye. And it feels like my body wants to keep this extra weight. Under the nose. No matter what I do, my body manages to keep the weight on. Chin. And sometimes I just want to give up. Collarbone. But I can't give up. I can't give up the fight. Under the arm. Because I so desperately want to get rid of all this extra weight. Top of the head. I don't understand why my body seems so determined to be fat. Why does my body want to be fat? Eyebrow. There must be something I'm doing wrong. Side of the eye. How did I let this happen? Under the eye. I gained weight right under my own nose during lockdown. Under the nose. I got fat on my own watch. Shin. Why couldn't I stop this? Collarbone. How did I let myself get like this? Under the arm. Am I too lazy? Am I too greedy? Do I just have no willpower at all? Top of the head, how did I let myself get this fat? How did I let myself gain so much weight in lockdown? Okay, now just stop for a moment. We're not finished, but we'll just stop there. Pause, close your eyes, and just take a few deep breaths. And then we will continue. Okay, let's go. Is it really my fault that I have all this excess fat on my body? Side of the eye. What if this issue is not so cut and dried? Under the eye. What if I'm making a big deal out of this and it's not such a big deal? Under the nose. Okay, yes, so we've gained a bit of weight in lockdown. Chin. It's not that surprising though, really. And lots of other people have gained weight in lockdown as well. Under the arm. Because we're not moving so much. We're stuck at home. We're stuck at home. We can't leave the house. So we're not exercising like we normally do. We're not moving like we normally do. So maybe gaining a little bit of weight during lockdown isn't such a big deal. So, eyebrow. And maybe beating myself up about it isn't really helping. Side of the eye. Now that I've noticed this lockdown weight gain, under the eye, I can change a few things. Under the nose. Excuse me, itchy eye. I can move more. Chin. I can watch what I'm eating. Collarbone. And I can look at some of the emotional reasons why I might be eating more or differently than I normally do. So maybe it's not something to get too upset about. Top of the head. It's just a bit of extra lockdown weight. It'll come off. And I'm not the only one. Side of the eye. We're all stuck at home. Under the eye. We're all baking. We're all baking cakes and baking bread. Under the nose. And we're all watching loads of television. Chin. And we're all anxious. We're all a little bit panicky and anxious. Collarbone. So is it any wonder we're turning to food for comfort? Take a big breath. Under the arm. But now that I've noticed, top of the head, I can do something about it. And I can make eyebrow. I can make sure I get out walking every day, whether I'm in lockdown or not. And I can just have another look at what I'm eating. Maybe I have been comfort eating. Under the eye. Maybe I've been comfort eating. Under the nose. And maybe I don't need to do that anymore. So, chin, maybe I can ease up on myself a little bit here. Collarbone. A little bit of extra lockdown weight. Isn't such a big deal. Under the arm. I can get this off in no time. Top of the head. As soon as I go back to my normal routine, even before, this weight will easily come off. Side of the eye. I can easily make some changes to the way I'm living. under the eye. So I forgive myself. Under the nose. And I forgive my body. I forgive myself for gaining a bit of lockdown weight. And I forgive my body under the arm. And I'm going to sort it out. It's no big deal. It'll come off easily. Top of the head. Oh, it's no big deal. Okay. So just stop tapping and take a deep breath. And just let yourself just feel calm now. And let yourself forgive yourself. If, like me, you gained a little bit of lockdown weight. It's no big deal. Yeah, we'll easily get it off. Don't worry about it. Okay. Right. So, do let me know if there's anything in particular you want to tap on with this. If there's anything in your particular body image or weight. Otherwise, I want to do a script called I No Longer Need Body Fat Armor to Feel Safe. Because this is the thing that people who've got, issues, there's some people who, and I'm one of them, who just struggles with weight all the time. It's just the way, partly it's the way we're built, it's, genetics. And as well as that, obviously there's a lot of emotional and trauma and subconscious beliefs and programs and all that stuff that needs tackling as well. But very often people hold on to excess weight for protection. And it can protection against all sorts of things. It can be protection against very physical threats like famine. So if you've been low-calorie dieting, your body will have this idea that famine is ever present. So it's going to get really good at storing, thanks Adrian, it's going to get really good at keeping fat on. Then, of course, bodies also like to hold on to weight to protect against any kind of threat. So if you, for example, or if somebody has had some kind of trauma or abuse as a child, and this could be sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, the body puts weight on as a way to protect that person. It's kind of like putting a greater buffer or a greater boundary between yourself and your potential abuser. So what we're going to do is look at a script that's about no longer needing body fat armor to feel safe. All right, let's do it. Tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I'm not happy with my body, I'm too fat. I can't stand the way I look. It's hopeless. But I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Remember, lots of deep breathing, make some noise, move some energy. Even though I'm not 100% happy with the way I look, and I hate that I can't lose the weight that I want to lose, but I choose to forgive myself as best I can. Even though I'm so unhappy with all this fat on my body. But I forgive myself and I accept that this is how I feel. And I've got every right to feel the way I feel. Okay, take a deep breath. Eyebrow point. I'm not 100% happy with the way I look. Side of the eye. I hate looking in the mirror. I hate catching my reflection in the mirror or in a window. Under the eye. I feel so much disgust for myself sometimes. Under the nose. So much self-loathing. Collarbone. I can't stand the way I look. Under the arm. I'm too heavy. Top of the head. I'm too fat. Eyebrow. I should not look this way. Side of the eye. It's not okay for me to be so fat. Under the eye. This disgust I feel for myself. This disgust with my body. Under the nose. My poor body. It's trying so hard to help me. Chin. All this extra weight. It's insulation. Collarbone. It's my body's way of trying to protect me. Under the arm. From all the stress in my life. Top of the head. And from all the stress I'm carrying with me from the past. Eyebrow. My body is trying to serve me. Side of the eye. The way my body looks right now, under the eye, is a perfect match for my emotional state. I have so much heaviness. Keep tapping under the eye. So your stomach meridian here. So much heaviness. Okay, under the nose. So much fear. Chin point. And my body's protecting me. Collarbone. My body is my loyal and faithful servant. Under the arm. If I didn't have all this extra weight, top of the head, something really bad could have happened to me. Could still happen to me. Eyebrow, my poor body has helped me. Side of the eye for so long. Under the eye, I choose to thank my body for this. Under the nose, I've hated my body so much. Chin point, I forgive myself for that. Collarbone, I forgive myself as best I can. Under the arm, I choose to feel grateful. Top of the head, that my body is on my side. Eyebrow, my body is trying to protect me. Side of the eye, it has protected me. Under the eye, it's a perfect match for my emotional state. Under the nose, and I'm going to change my emotional state. Chin, I am changing my emotional state. Collarbone, even right now, as I'm doing this tapping, I'm changing my emotional state. Under the arm, as I begin to lose my emotional weight, my emotional baggage, top of the head, my body will follow suit. Eyebrow, when I don't need the extra weight, side of the eye, it's going to fall away. Under the eye, I don't have to do anything. Under the nose, it'll happen effortlessly. Chin, my body is a perfect match for my emotional state. Collarbone, which is changing even now. Okay, under the arm. I'm going to lose this weight effortlessly. Big inhale and exhale, move the energy around. Top of the head as I lose my emotional weight. Eyebrow, I choose to love and thank my body. Side of the eye, for protecting me all these years. And again, just stop tapping. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. Okay, so we're going to just finish this script off by tapping on our hands, starting on the edge of the thumbnail. So it's the edge that if you put your thumb up to your, say just under your nose, it's the side that would touch. So tapping on that. There is a part of me that already knows how to live without emotional weight. Index finger, same side. This part of me is informing the rest of me now. Middle finger. This information transfer is taking place with ease and grace. And then just go straight to the little finger. This information transfer is now complete. And then just cross your hands over your chest and say, close your eyes and say, transform. And imagine your brain just recoding. Everything's shifting and changing and recoding. So your brain is getting the message that it doesn't need this emotional weight anymore. And when it doesn't need the emotional weight, it doesn't need the physical weight. So you don't need the weight for protection. No longer need that body fat armor. Okay. Big breath in and out. Let's close that script. So, gang, let's have a little look and see if anyone's... No, I've had no comments except from Adrian. That's fine. So, not really knowing what you guys want to do, I think I'm just going to do the last script that I was going to do today. And this is about putting your life on hold when your body's not where you want it to be. So putting your life on hold until you lose weight. And this is a real trap that a lot of those of us who struggle with weight fall into, because you can then put your life on hold for like decades, 30 years. You think, oh, I'll start traveling once I've lost this bit of weight, or I'll start dating when I've lost this weight, or I'll get a new job when I've lost this weight. And then 10 years goes by, 20 years goes by, and your weight you're still not where you want to be, and you also still haven't done all those other things in life that you want to do. So yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to, because it's kind of like by doing that, you're kind of keeping the weight in place as well. It's kind of providing you with an excuse and a reason and an obstacle. And it might be that what's really the problem is that you are fearful, or you're fearful of stepping out into life. And so you create the weight as an excuse not to do it. So what we need to do is not even really focus on the weight, but focus on where the fear is about stepping into life. And sometimes it's not fear, sometimes it's deserving or self-worth issues. I don't deserve to have a better job and earn more money. And that comes down to, subconscious beliefs about not being worthy, not being lovable, that kind of thing. And so the weight is almost it's a red herring in some ways. We create the physical weight to give ourselves an excuse or a reason to avoid other things in life. And then, there's people that go through their entire lives doing that. They'll get to 60, 70, 80 years old and they're still trying to lose that last 5 kilos. And as soon as they do, that's when they will go on that world trip or whatever it is. And, it's a joy-sucking way to live your life. So let's do a little bit of tapping on my life is on hold while I'm overweight. Because God knows I was doing that for a long time. Anyway, let's start tapping. Even though I've been putting my life on hold until I lose weight, and this has been going on for years, I love and accept myself completely. Even though I've lived my whole life with the brakes on, I've been holding myself back until I've lost weight, denying myself a full life until I've lost weight. I profoundly love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've spent years with my life on hold, waiting for the day I'm somehow magically thinner so that my life can start properly. But it never has. And I choose to relax and forgive myself anyway. Okay, let's go to the eyebrow point. My life is on hold until I lose weight. Big deep breath in and out. Take the side of the eye. I've held back from really throwing myself into life while I'm overweight. Under the eye. I've been waiting for the day that I'm thinner. Under the nose. That's the day my life can properly start. Chin. My real life will start when I'm thin. Collarbone. This life is like some fat limbo. Under the arm. It's not real life. Top of the head. My real happy life will take off when I take off the weight. Eyebrow. I've been waiting a long time for that though. Side of the eye. Still, it'll all be worth it when my magic thin life starts. Under the eye. I'll just hold back on living now while I'm waiting for that. Under the nose. Life will be so much better when I'm thinner. Chin. I've put off so many things until the day I'm thinner. Collarbone. Bigger things like holidays abroad, dating to find a partner, looking for a new job, and small things under the arm, and small things like buying sexy underwear, getting my nails done, joining the gym, whatever. Top of the head. It's all been on hold until Magic Thin Day. Eyebrow. This Magic Thin Day just hasn't turned up though. Side of the eye. And I've spent years and years with my life on hold. Under the eye. I've denied myself so much joy. Under the nose. While waiting for the magical day when I'm thinner. Chin. Magic Thin Day. Collarbone. That's when my real life will start. Under the arm. This is my fat life. It's not my real life. Top of the head. So everything's on hold till I'm thinner. Eyebrow. There's no point doing anything now while I'm overweight. Side of the eye. My life is on hold until I'm thinner and until I lose weight. Okay. So just pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And let's finish. Eyebrow point. Maybe I can live a joyful life regardless of what I weigh. Maybe I can stop punishing myself for being overweight. Maybe I can take the brakes off now. Under the nose and press the accelerator on my life. Under the nose. Maybe my joy and happiness is not index linked to my weight. Collarbone. Maybe I can stop wasting my life waiting for Magic Thin Day. Under the arm. I could be having so much fun now. Top of the head. I could be adventurous now. Eyebrow. I could be bold and wild starting today. Side of the eye. Starting right now. I don't want, under the eye, I don't want to wait another minute for my life to be happier. Under the nose. I'm going to take risks now. collarbone, chin, no matter what I weigh. I'm going to have all the fun I can possibly have now. Underarm, no matter what I weigh. Top of the head, I'm not using my weight as an excuse to hold myself back anymore. Maybe I don't need to hide. I choose to appreciate my body. I choose confidence. I choose to be a trailblazer. I choose to speak my mind. I choose to speak my truth. My weight no longer determines how much joy I'm allowed to have. I choose to know what it feels like to be in love with my body. And I choose to fall in love with my body every day. Okay. Again, just close your eyes. You're just going to kind of give it a few moments to settle. Let the energy settle. Let your brain make the changes it needs to make. Okay. All right. So that is, let me just see where. Okay. So those are the 3 scripts I had prepared, and I think I'm going to leave it there because nobody has asked me to do any specific tapping. So that's all I got, kids. I will thank you very much if you've been watching this, and hope to see you again. And if you'd like to get in touch with me about anything or having a private session of tapping, if you've got an issue, I'll just put my web address. You can contact me through my website. So yeah, it'd be great to work one-on-one with you if that's something that you would like to do. Okay. Thank you and good night.